Here are 3 benefits to purchasing assignments that are completing in the next 3 to 6 months. And they are a great buy for somebody looking to buy it as an investment or somebody looking to buy it as a personal property. Now, 3 to 4 years ago, as we all know, the interest rates were in a very different rate environment. Today's interest rates has more than doubled from what it used to be 3 to 4 years ago. So all these investors and purchasers that went on, in some cases, lining up in the projects and purchasing a unit, are coming up to a completion with a different decision. As they're looking at the cash flow analysis for their personal and rental to expense ratio, they will be considering and letting go of these units. And in some of the units that are currently available in the market are actually selling below the original prices. So there are some great quality investments for individuals that can access capital in order to hold on to them, because in the next 5 to 10 years, they will actually be a great purchase. Second thing, from the provincial and federal government in the last few years, we have had a lot of regulations that has made it very anti-investment friendly. So it's actually not as the greatest information for investors to consider holding pre-sales or even assigning it. For example, the federal government came with the anti-flipping tax. They also came with a lot more stricter requirements for reporting properties that are actually held in trust account. And as well as the BC government came up with multiple of these tax regulation, all targeted toward investors. So as an investor and looking at all of these government regulation and intervention, it is making it less friendly for investors to hold on to these properties as well, instead of going through the strict administrative task of reporting and not so great for capital gain tax requirement. And lastly, we are looking at the cash flow, the most important thing for any investor to consider right now. As these properties that are coming up for completion, the rent to holding the property is quite a difference, because majority of the properties in British Columbia, even if you put 20% down, you will still be in a cash flow negative perspective. Now, if an investor also has their own personal properties to manage, their own personal expenses to manage, with the higher interest rates, everybody's budget has actually been quite constrained. Therefore, it's less appealing for a lot of investors as they're looking for these assignments that are coming up for completion to sell it before as an assignment, or even after the project's complete to sell it at attractive prices. So this is the 3 reasons, if you're out in the market looking for quality purchases, assignments are a great buy. And on our next blog, I will talk about how to utilize the equities in the properties to smartly utilizing your equity to purchasing quality investment. Any question? Leave your comments below. If you find this content to be helpful, subscribe to the channel for future vlogs. Have a fantastic day.